Hi everyone, welcome back to Beach Angel Tarot. I am here to do a goddess reading for public YouTube. I'm going to also do a May Womb of Creation Yamaya reading, especially since May is Mother's Day. So I definitely feel drawn to get that out to everyone for the month of May. I am trying to do at least a few each month. I've gotten off to a late start in this new year of 26, but I'm trying to stay a little bit more consistent and drop a few readings here and there through the month. So if you'd like to connect with me, you can do that by contacting me through Etsy. You know, that's the easiest way. I will try to remember to put my email address down below. And those are the two primary ways to get in contact with me. And I will also have links to both readings if you'd like your own personal private reading as well. So we're going to start into the goddess reading, and I'm going to go into it straight away versus I don't feel the need or the want to pull opening ones. I just feel like getting into it straight away. So that's what we're going to do. And so focusing on everyone, law of attraction, conscious collective that is connecting in this moment to this reading energetically. What message wants to come through for everyone? What goddess is around us at this time most relevantly? And we're going to find that out here in a minute. So we have the goddess of Sekhmet, be strong. So we have, you are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So cat energy is also coming up in the visual as well. Sekhmet, I believe how her name is pronounced. So to me, the lion, the Leo energy is coming up. So we are going to be in Leo in this upcoming year, the month of July and August. Leo is in July and August. So this could be pointing to something in that time frame. If you are a Leo, this may be a stronger message for those that are, or Leo or a fire sign. Doesn't mean you have to be to have the message apply, but it could hold a stronger resonance for those that are a fire sign, and most particularly a Leo. And the Leo time frame could be important. So let's see why she is with us. Why is she with us? I'm going to pull, I actually want to pull a purpose card here. So what is her purpose in coming forth in this reading, in this moment? What is she helping strengthen? What support is she bringing? Why is she here? Why is she with us in this moment? Spirit. And we have, oh wow, love it, infinite abundance. So it says you're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. So there's a strong support system here in realizing the abundance that's around you. Sometimes we can get, and that's like the tendency of like egoic energy to kind of focus on what's missing or what we don't have. And there's a strong sense of like redirecting your perspective into the things that you do have. So it's like, you know, if you don't have exactly the everything that you want in its totality, start focusing on the things that you have accomplished, how far you've come versus how far you have to go. Kind of shift in perspective into an abundance mind frame is why she is here with us. And I absolutely love that message. I'm going to see if anything else. See anything else. So let's see, what can you do to work with her, becomes closer, accomplish what you need with her energies. So there's a strong optimistic mind frame, abundance mindset. So how to work more with that energy. So we're going to see, I'm going to use a chakra. How to work more with her and to get more of that strength and a positive, abundant mindset. Whoa. That one really wanted to come out. Wow, very, very in alignment with the energies, because we have a lot of fire, we have a lot of sun, we have the sun over her. And so this is the solar chakra, and this is talking about how to do that is to be confident, to be you know, really connected to your own sense of self-worth. Not in an overly prideful way, but it's interesting. Pride goes right along with that Leo energy, because I think that is the actual word. They are in a pride, but that also is a characteristic of the Leo energy. So it's and again the sunflower. So that early fall energy, like August, September vibe is coming in. And again, even though we are in this time of late April, I feel like this is a message could be pointing more out to July, August time frame again. But for whatever reason, it can be that you're noticing a strengthening within yourself over this period between now and then. But how to work with them is to strengthen your solar chakra in whatever way. And that can even be physically too, like strengthening your core, looking at your diet, tweaking things that are good for your gut and your stomach health, and your digestive health. So it can go in tandem, as a representation of strengthening that connection. But standing in your confidence, having a strong sense of worth and self-esteem is going to help that channel, is going to help you embody that energy and utilize it more easily. So, not a lot of second doubting or second guessing or doubting. Try to get yourself out of that kind of doubtful mind frame and stand in being decisive in your decisions and standing strong in your conviction is the word I wanted to come up. Conviction. What you need to know from them at this time. So, let's use this. What we need to know from her at this time. Equal. Finding balance, acceptance, we are all the same. So what we need to know is there is a strong sense of equality and acceptance in that energy for us coming forward. And I'm going to pull another one and see what comes. So the more you can recognize yourself in others and see the truth of who you are at a soul level, at an energetic level, you're going to be able to come into more energetic balance. So focusing on what else we need to know from her at this time. And we have the no. So this is an indication of going back with the self-confidence, having the confidence to set boundaries, having the confidence to follow through with, needing to kind of like put barrier around on your, it's kind of funny. They said to look underneath and it's yes. So I didn't quite figure where they're going with that, but I think the message there is to know when to say yes and when know when to say no, and not be afraid to say no. Sometimes you're welcoming things into your life, with an open door and an open energy, but then there's often and sometimes a need to kind of balance, right, the energy with putting up boundaries and needing to kind of do that for yourself to, stay in that strength of conviction for yourself. So that is the messages, and so hopefully it will resonate for you or come in to mind when you're maybe dealing with some things as we're moving through the month of May. But also, again, this gives me a little bit of a resonance to out into the fall, especially with this one. This one even pulls me way out into Libra, actually. So it's kind of funny. So there's more of and even the cornucopia, there's a message out into fall. And so for some, or maybe someone specific, there could be a message here too of like a deliberation on a decision. Like, is it going to be yes or no? And I feel like they're to stay confident, to stay in an abundant mind frame, and to stay positive that it will come out in a, this gives me a sense of justice to the yes or the no, some sort of verdict being called or decision being made, and it may be something you're dealing with now, and then it'll be resolved, or that decision will be made fairly out in that time frame, because it's giving me that vibe. So that's interesting message. So hopefully everyone is enjoying this reading. If you'd like your own personal private reading, there will be more opening and closing messages at that time. And angel blessings to everyone. Oceans of love.